guys, welcome back to another video. This one is going to be kind of chatty, and it's going to be basically focusing on content creators and the small content creators that have recently been demonetized because of the new YouTube regulations. And I'd like to address it because although I was not personally demonetized, first of all, I feel for everybody that has been. I know that people are kind of in a funk and they're like, well, is it even worth to go on? Is it even worth to do it? Should I throw in the towel? Should I keep going? What is this all about? What is it for? And I'd like to address that because I'm just barely not monetized, okay? I just barely have over 1,000 subscribers. I don't have 2,000 yet. I'm hopefully going to soon, but that doesn't mean that YouTube can't turn around tomorrow and say, well, by the way, instead of 1,000 subscribers, our new criteria is now 3,000 or 5,000 or even 10,000 subscribers, and if you're under that, you're not going to be monetized. So just because I haven't been demonetized today does not mean that I might not be demonetized tomorrow or in the near future if YouTube decides to do that. YouTube is totally omnipotent as far as their power is concerned, and if they feel like making a rule, they will, and they don't seem to really care if it bothers you or not, and that kind of, I'm not happy with all of that, okay? I think that no matter how small you are, if you're only making 5 cents a month or 10 cents a month, that's your 5 cents, that's your nickel, that's your quarter, okay? That's your $2 or $5 or $10 a month. It shows progress. It shows a little reward. It's like getting a little gold star on your test. You know, when you were a kid and you got a smiley face or you got a little gold star on your test when you did good, and you didn't get anything. You didn't get money for doing good on a test. You didn't you didn't get anything, but it made you feel so much better. It made you feel so proud to bring that, that test home to your mom and dad and show them the smiley face that the teacher put on your test, or, the little gold star that the teacher put on your test. I remember when I was very young, let me take a swig of this, and I'll get into my whole speech about YouTube, but let me tell you this story. I hated playing the piano. Seriously, hated sitting down and practicing. I did not have the passion or the personality to stay there and practice over and over and over again the same song. However, there was a little old lady, probably by now, I'm thinking, she wasn't as old as I deemed her to be when I was, all of 8 or 9 years old. But there was this little old lady that did the piano teacher that came over my house, and we do the scales and we do, the song of the week, whatever it was. And the one thing that she did, which no other piano teacher did, which to this day I remember how happy it made me. No matter how lousy, let me take that back. I had to have some accomplishments, okay? But no matter how lousy I felt about practicing, the thing that kept me going was that if she deemed it okay that for that week, I practiced that scale well, or I practiced that little song well, and she would come to my house and she would listen on how I progressed. She would have, like, in those days, they weren't self stickers, they were little gold stars, and she would take a little gold star out, lick it, and ever so gently place that gold star on top of my piano book on that page, signifying that I did well. That was her thumbs up. You did great. You did what I told you to do. You practice your skills, and hey, kudos to you. And no matter how horribly I hated practicing the piano, honestly, what kept me going was I knew that at the end of the week, if I did well, I would get a star. And I would proudly display that star in my book, and my parents would make a big deal out of that star in my book. So the analogy of that story is basically going back to YouTube. We work for that gold star. We work for the thumbs up from our subscribers and from our viewers. We work to, when we see a comment on how much someone enjoyed our video or that they gained information out of our video, we are thrilled. We are absolutely thrilled. It makes our week. It makes us say, oh wow, the hour that I spent setting up my camera, and the 4 hours that I spent editing this video, and the stupid YouTube that uploaded 3 times and it was a failure and we had to keep uploading because it kept failing, and sitting down and putting all of our tags in and our descriptions and everything, that was worth it. Because someone cared enough to leave a comment, someone cared enough to push that like button, someone cared enough to maybe share it with someone else, okay? And I think most of us here on YouTube work for that gratification, okay? I don't think we work for the $5 or $10 or 50 cents or whatever we're gaining through monetization. Okay, I really don't think that we work for that. At least I don't work for that. Okay, I would be out on the street if I had to rely on YouTube income. I couldn't buy a decent dinner at a restaurant, honestly, with my monthly YouTube income right now. What little that I put together, I try to put back into YouTube. I'll buy a new software, or I'll buy a new editing program, or I'll do a subscription for a new platform. Sorry about Biscuit. I don't know what he's doing. He's looking at, I think, a turtle or something, but he's looking at something. Biscuit, quiet. Shh. Quiet. Dogs. Ugh. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. I try to put it back into the business, the YouTube business. If I can buy a new tripod, if I can buy, I haven't bought a new, I can't afford to buy a camera. I think I'd have to wait an entire year and a half in order to afford to buy a camera out of my YouTube income. So that's not going to happen in the very, very near future. So that's what I'm addressing. I'm addressing that most of us here on YouTube, the mature community and others, the small YouTubers, we're not doing it to get rich. This is not a get rich quick scheme out there. No one's scheming anybody. No one's telling you, oh, do this or do that. Because we're going to make so much money. We're not. We're really not. We're not at the caliber of any of these YouTubers, these huge YouTubers that are making humongous brand sponsorships. We're not. Or, I'm not coming out with my own palette. It's not selling out in, 15 minutes. I'm not making millions of dollars. Never. I can safely say, I think, at this stage of my life, that in my lifetime I will never be on that caliber. It's just not going to happen. So getting back to why do we do this, okay? And why do I keep on doing this, okay? What I want to tell other content creators is, I did not start out monetizing my videos. I did not jump on the bandwagon, make 2 videos, and then hit that monetize button as soon as that algorithm went live for me to do so. I think in the old days we had to have 100 subscribers, and I'm not sure about the view minutes. I can't remember, but it was like 100 subscribers to even be able to be considered to be on the partner program. It was definitely at least 100, maybe even 500. I can't remember. So it took a while for that to even happen. It took a long while, months and months and months of me going here and learning how to present myself in front of a camera, and talking to you guys and figuring out a subject matter that I would be talking to you guys about. And I was not monetized, and I kept going. And even when I remember I hit that threshold and I said, oh wow, they just sent me an email and said now I'm officially being able to monetize. Go ahead and set up your AdSense, set up your Google AdSense account, set up your banking account, set up all of these weird interactions that you have to do to become monetized. You don't just one day poof, the monetization fairy comes along and says, oh, now you're monetized, woohoo. No, it takes a number of steps. You still have to fill out forms, you have to get verified, there's a whole banking issues, there's a lot of crap to jump through the hoops to. And I remember delaying it for quite a while once I was eligible. I'm like, oh God, do I feel like doing this right now? And do I feel like filling all this stuff out? And you know, I don't know, I'm just gonna just put some more up. I'll do it next month, or I'll do it next month, or and then I started looking at some algorithms and analytics, and I realized quite quickly that even if I am active, first of all, and even if I'm making money, so to speak, there's a threshold where Google AdSense won't pay out, won't give you anything till you get like $100. So if you're making, seriously, first few times, I think I was making no more than 25 cents a month, maybe 30 cents a month. I calculated in my head that that would take quite a while for me to get $100 under my belt, for me to even get a check, okay, from YouTube. So that's another thing where I kept pushing it off, going, I'm not making anything anyway. Why am I going to bother spending so much time and angst and worrying about the pennies that I'm making? It's just concentrate on what I want to do. And what I want to do is, spend time in front of the camera, spend time getting to know my audience, spend time learning my software skills, okay? Spend time learning video editing, spend time making friends and connections here on YouTube through other content creators, and just focus on the quality of putting up the videos. It's that philosophy of build it and they will come. You build it, you put it up there, you engage genuinely with your audience, and people will start to come, and people will start to share, and people will start, and you will naturally grow. You can't help but not grow. You can't help it. It's gonna happen. If you just take your mind out of that, I've got to do it because of Google AdSense, I've got to do it, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. That's my French word for today. Bullshit. Okay? You're a small YouTuber. I know you guys are down right now. I know you guys are depressed. I know you guys are anxious about the future of, YouTube and what's out there and what it is. Please don't have a herd mentality. Don't worry that much about it. Okay? Learn the craft, be up there, put out your voice, put out your content, put out what makes you feel good. Buy another palette, do another makeup tutorial. We're all loving it. We are all watching you, okay? We are all enjoying watching you and describing how you're doing your makeup. Each and every one of you is unique. Each and every one of you brings something special to the table of YouTube. Don't think you're not. Please don't think you're not, okay? And when the time comes, if you feel like monetizing your videos and you think that you're actually gaining some income and some momentum, it will naturally happen, okay? It'll be turned on, and one of these days you'll actually get a YouTube, you know, money for $100, you know, and then next time, you know, you'll get a little more, and it's just naturally going to build itself, okay? That's what I wanted to put out there. It's like this for everybody. Just take it out of your mind, take it off the table, and concentrate on what you do best and what you love to do best. Because when you love to do it, and I love to do it, make no mistake about it, I have a full-time job. I have a family to take care of. I've got a household to run. But I will sit down and talk to you guys for 15 minutes. I love it. This is my time with you. This is my time with you. My husband's he's at Publix right now shopping. He'll probably be home any second, so I'll have to stop what I'm doing and put away, you know, groceries. You know, I'll have to vacuum. I'll have to do everything. But this is my indulgence, to bring you information, to talk with you guys, to interact with you guys, okay? Have a blessed day. I love you all. Give it a thumbs up because, you know, we're all here for each other. And pass this video along to any content creator that you know or friend that you know that is feeling blue about the whole YouTube situation. Let them see my video. I hope it brings them a little, you know, comfort in knowing that, you know, we're all in this together. We're all small YouTubers. And like I said, tomorrow I could get an email from YouTube saying, or they could put it out there that X amount of, you know, subscribers will be the next, you know, hurdle, and you're now demonetized. Fine, whatever, you know, it's life. It's cool. It's good. It's all good, as they say. It's all good. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.